Okay, introducing next on my radio show now and podcasts, inviting a female singer-songwriter and musician, Sara Grace, to my show. Very nice to have you on with me.
Very nice to be here. Thank
Yeah,
you for having
very warm welcome to you. Um, how are you today, and where are you currently in the world right now?
me. Well, I'm in the Scottish Borders, in a town called Selkirk, and yeah, my day's been good. Busy at work.
Great.
Yeah, so
And
good.
has the sun managed to reach you up there?
Actually, today it has, which is really nice because it's been pretty miserable up until about last week.
Yeah, it's been a long autumn winter, hasn't it?
For sure, yeah.
In the
Yeah, I
whole of
think
the
even more
UK.
so in Scotland as well. Yeah.
Sure. And just taking it from the beginning, really, I wanted to ask you, when did your musical background begin?
Well, really, I mean, I've been involved in music since quite a young age. High school. I think first, second year at high school, I had a really good music teacher who kind of, I guess, seen the potential in my voice as a singer and kind of really pushed me to kind of develop that, give me parts in school shows, things like that. And then thereafter, after school, I kind of went on, studied music, got more involved in songwriting, and then yeah, here we are now.
Right. Did you ever study music at college, or did you go to university?
Yeah, I went to uni. I studied at the University of the West of Scotland on the West Coast. Studied commercial music, and then I did a songwriting masters.
Great.
Masters in songwriting performance, I should say. But yeah,
And
so yeah,
did you feel that really helped understand the music business, music industry?
I think to a certain extent, yeah, I think it's different when you're actually out there doing it. But yeah, definitely gave me a good kind of grounding in the business as a whole, and as kind of exploring songwriting and developing yourself
Yeah,
as an artist.
that's
Yeah.
good. And fast forward to today, 2025. One of the reasons I wanted to get you on my show was just to chat a little bit about your new single that you've released and currently campaigning for. I've described it as a piano power ballad called Fearless. How would you
Yeah.
describe this track and the backstory behind it?
This is kind of an anthemic pop song. I kind of wrote it at a time where I wasn't particularly feeling at my best, and that you get to the point you want to be coming out of that, and but you're still kind of struggling. So I guess it was about being a bit defiant about that process. I also wrote it at a songwriting retreat where we get given a daily brief. So the brief was to kind of write about a TV show or a movie that you kind of identified with. So there is a part of that, and it was um, about the protagonist Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games. So kind of also about her story.
Yeah,
That's kind of where it came from initially. Yeah.
yeah. Because when you think of Fearless, you think of brave. And would you say it has a certain, I'm going to try and pronounce this right, intrepidity about it?
Yeah, definitely. I think
That's
so. Yeah.
great.
I mean, yeah. It's. I think it's meant to be an empowering song. You're meant. It's about taking charge of your own life, really.
That's amazing. Who did you work with on this record? Like producers, or did you work with any other musicians?
Yeah. I worked with up in Edinburgh with a producer called Marty Hailey. So he runs Metro 13 Studios in Edinburgh. So yeah, came up with it. The kind of production together. So yeah,
Right.
it's really
And have you
cool.
managed to perform this song live?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Well, initially, yes, but not like in a gig. So, but I do have a launch planned. So, that's the 21st of May in Galashiels at Macart. So, yeah, that'll be kind of the launch of my EP as a whole.
yeah. That's
We've just
amazing. We'll chat about that very
yeah,
shortly. And with Fearless, did you feel this really kind of showcases your versatile voice? Because when I listen to it, your voice really does shine through on this one.
yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, I've got an EP coming out, and yeah, I mean, it is a power ballad, and my voice is
Hmm.
pretty versatile in that respect. So, yeah, it's good to hear it, with such a good production behind it as well. Definitely.
Cool. And it must be a rewarding feeling, to hear some feedback, from, your listeners and feature on playlists as well.
For sure, yeah, no, it's been a really good response to it so far. So yeah, I mean Spotify's picked it up on release radar and stuff like that. So as well, that's amazing. Random follows on Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram's always encouraging. So yeah, it's been great.
It's all about being or trying to get discovered, by, the community.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, like I say, it has been an amazing response, and people like yourselves putting it out there as well.
Yeah.
Um,
And do you like to release music videos, for your music as well, like even lyric videos?
I don't have one for Fearless, but I mean, I have one that I did years ago. Another song that I have a video out, called Love Sick. You
Yeah,
can find it on YouTube.
that's
Yeah,
amazing because one of my next questions was about Lovesick was released in 2015,
yeah,
and
so I have.
I had listened to it, and it kind of reminds me of like a James Bond soundtrack. It's quite
Yeah,
dramatic.
yeah. Everybody says that. That seems to be a running theme with my music, actually. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
yeah, I think so. Definitely, I'll take it.
Yeah, amazing. And looking back, can you believe this was 10 years ago? Do you feel like you have developed and matured as an artist since then?
God, yeah, yeah. I feel now that probably the older you get as well, and the experiences you have, you got more to kind of draw from.
Yeah,
So yeah, I feel this is probably a bit more mature. This writing period, and yeah, more developed
yeah. I
for
mean, you could
sure.
be in the music business all your life, but you never stop learning. Every day's a
That,
school day.
I know for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
And you mentioned an EP as well. That's coming out anytime soon, would you say?
Yeah. So it's planned for me. I've got another single that's coming out on the 23rd of April. So that's called Another Broken Heart. So that's the second single. And then I have a third single that's coming out probably about 6 weeks after that. And that's more of a kind of dance tune. So yeah, a bit more upbeat. But yeah, so there's three singles on the EP, and then I'll release the full EP as a whole
Right.
after that. Yeah.
So these singles will nicely lead on to the EP.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that as a whole, yeah, as a whole package, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there is a kind of story behind the whole kind of uh, EP, and that was quite a cathartic process to write a
Hmm.
lot of those songs. So, yeah, it kind of all goes together.
Yeah. And you mentioned like, one of your singles has a dancey element to it. It's coming up. On the whole, how would you describe your sounds? Do you find them catchy, positive, upbeat, dark in places? Or do you think you cater for everything?
I mean, it's a very pop. I'm a very pop kind of focused artist. I come from that background, and that's what I enjoy listening to. So I probably draw on a lot of those elements that are kind of in pop. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of kind of within the EP. There's kind of songs that are a bit sadder. So it's a good mix of kind of
Yeah.
uplifting and the trials and tribulations of life, if you
Yeah.
like. So yeah,
That's great. So you got sounds on there to cater for all earworms, ears.
well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have. What musical styles have influenced and inspired you personally?
Like I say, pop. I mean, I
Yeah.
grew up listening to Madonna. Like that was kind of my first like entrance into music. My mum listened to her, and I just remember really liking that kind of early Madonna sound. And obviously, my tastes have developed as I've got older. I love Stevie Nicks, I love Fleetwood Mac, I love Sia. There's another girl called LP who I really really like. So yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different stuff, but pop focus
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Are there any places in the UK and Europe or other parts of the world that you wish to perform at?
Everywhere. No, but I mean, ideally, it'd be great to go to the States. I've been in America before, years ago, in a songwriting kind of retreat with another uni. We did an exchange, so that was a great experience.
Hmm.
So anything like that would be awesome. Yeah.
Would you go back to the States as well?
So yeah, I'd love to go out there and do a bit of a tour. It'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And such a broad question, but any artists on your radar you may wish to collaborate with or work with? Anyone in the charts who stands out?
I mean, I love Sia. I absolutely love Sia. I think she's top dog for me.
Hmm.
Aye, and I mean, God, Stevie Nicks, who would they want to be collaborate with her? But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, mostly female artists that I really
Hmm.
like. But I love Mac Ronson. I love what he does, kind of production wise. So
Oh yeah,
um,
he's cool, isn't he?
yeah, he's really cool. So
Yeah.
if you're out there listening, Mark,
You never know. And
you never know.
what are the strategies that helped you become successful in your journey, what advice can you give someone just
I
helped
mean,
you?
I think you really need to focus on what you want to do. So, like, I think it's a big learning curve being in the music industry, but I teach my students that, learn as much as you can, work with as many musicians as you can, make them your friends and learn from other people.
Mm,
Yeah, because and you need to work together. It's no competition at the end of the day. You need to be able to collaborate. So,
yeah.
I think I think that's probably the best advice I would give to people that are starting out.
Yeah. And how important is self-belief as well?
Yeah, I think it is important. I think it goes through peaks and troughs for sure. Like,
Mm,
you have good days and bad days. And some days you think, why am I doing this? You put in so much for sometimes, really little return. And
yeah.
yeah, it's an up and down roller coaster sometimes. But yeah, I mean if it's what you really, really love and you're good at it and you find meaning and value for it, then yeah, you need to do it you're gonna
Yeah.
do it anyway because it's gonna be what drives you. So yeah.
Sometimes you got to go for it in any field because if you don't, you'll look back
Yeah.
maybe regretfully.
Well, that's it. You don't want to look back and say, oh, I wish I did this and I never had the guts to do it or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, important.
Sure.
Follow your
And
dreams.
where do you like to see yourself in and your career in 5 years from now? Just keep on doing what you enjoy.
I mean, I love writing. Writing's a massive part of my life. I go to a songwriting retreat regularly up in Scotland. It's called Songseeds. That's one of my friends that set it up. So that just gives you the space to kind of write and go away. So writing's great. I love collaborating with people and see what comes out of a session. Obviously, recording takes it to the next step. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to be, more prevalent, have more maybe festivals, lots of things like that, more
Mm.
gigs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because coming to that season now, aren't we? With the sun, getting warmer,
yeah,
the days, getting longer. So do you feel that you would like a few more gigs,
yeah.
festivals?
I'd love to be out and do more gigs. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Yeah,
Mm. And
particularly festivals as well.
where's best for people to follow you, like get in touch, like social media or follow you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, underscore Sara underscore Grace music, or you can get me on Facebook, Sara Grace official, and my website's saragrace.co.uk. So any of
Lovely.
those.
And any final words you might just like to say to your family or friends or followers or fans?
Yeah, just thank you so much. It's been great. It's lovely to have such a great response to my music, and yeah, hopefully keep listening because
Yeah.
there's lots more coming. So,
That's what
yeah.
it's all about. And amazing. And I just wanted to ask on a light-hearted note, do you have, besides music, what do you enjoy doing in your spare time? Do you have any other special hidden talents or what do you like doing when, you're not
Yeah.
singing or
Oh,
songwriting?
actually, it's really funny because I think this is funny because I am not the kind of person that you would think that would go love gardening, but
Ah,
as I've got older, I really really enjoy that. But I love interior design. If I wasn't doing music, then I think I'd be focused on that. I love just putting palettes together and ideas and aye,
yeah.
creating. Everyone's about creating, so
Because
yeah,
you can be creative with gardening, can't you? Yeah.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah. Would
yeah.
you say you're green-fingered as well?
Yeah, I love it. It's just when the sun comes out and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can get back out in the garden again. It's
That's
great.
great. It's good. It'd be good to see like more young people take up gardening, and
Yeah,
it's I did it at college and it was so relaxing and you learn new
definitely.
new trades and everything. So it's
Yeah, no,
amazing.
it's great. And especially when you see like your little plants and start coming alive and blooming and yeah, it's great. I love that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, all for me to do really is play your new single on my show now. Fearless, of course, what we talked about, and wish you the very best from
Thanks.
everyone here at the show and my stations. I would just like to introduce it on. This is like the Dennison Radio Show.
This is Sarah Grace and this is my new single Fearless. Thank you for listening.
And it's great to have you on board my show as a special guest on today's show. Thanks for your contribution. Sara Grace on today's show. Thank you very much.
Thank
Great.